And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
The Knicks leading by 15. And Augustine kicks to Freak. 1:39 left to play here in the half. O'Quinn dishes to Seraphin, and he uses the glass on the layup. Seraphin's got 4 this quarter.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Stuckey drives inside. Kicks it out to Crawford. 13 feet away. Bogut. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Stuckey's got 3 assists in the game. New York's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Augustine. Crawford with the steal. Here's Ellis. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. And a new group in for the Knicks. Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Biyombo checks in for Kyle O'Quinn. Anthony's checked in for Derek Williams. And it's a Flalo in for Augustine. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Cody Zeller's checked in for Bogut. Anderson comes in for Turner. Paul George, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And George Hills subbed in for Rodney Stuckey. And he gets it to go. 26 seconds left to play here in the half. On the wing, Hill. Kicks it to Ellis. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Here's Freak. From deep. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And the first half is now in the books.
Well, Carmelo, what a...
Welcome back to the NBA playoffs. So for the Knicks, Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. And Freak subbed in for Augustine. Indiana also making some changes. Turner comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Crawford in for Monte Ellis. Freak, he's in at point guard. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Anthony. And it's a Flalo in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Shot clock at 2. There's the bucket. Good. And it's 7 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Pacers trail by 21. Crawford kicks to Turner. A good finish at the rack off. The slick feed.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Flalo against Crawford. Flalo the pass to O'Quinn. Freak sets a screen for Anthony. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
In the mid-range. Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
Biyombo, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Anderson, he's checked in for Indiana. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. He used that pick to perfection.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Afflalo dishes to Carmelo. The kick out to Afflalo. Now down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, here's Anthony. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Anthony's been putting up the numbers. He has 9 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
The Knicks have shot 67% from the line tonight, going for 6. And Indiana making a change here. Stuckey's checked in.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A.
Left his man lunging and reaching for air. That was something else right there.
Let's look back now at some league leaders from the regular season. This time, it's a check on the best free throw shooters among the NBA's centers and power forwards. Miles Turner, 4th.
That is a very confident group of players at the free throw line. We haven't seen them struggle there as some of their brothers in the big man fraternity have.
Well, you know, I want to be careful about making a blanket statement here. There are a lot of big guys who are really steady at the line. And this group proves that size is not a hindrance when it comes to free throw prowess.
Turner with a screen for Hill. Shot off the pick. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Crawford against Afflalo. Now, Freak. 13 points in the game, and that is good.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
The Pacers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. It's Crawford with the try, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. For Indiana, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. So the Pacers also changing it up. Cody Zeller's checked in for Bogut. Paul George comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Hill in for Rodney Stuckey. On the court for Indiana, they've got Paul George. Ellis is out there with George Hill. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Anderson in at the 4 slot. George with the bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. New York moving it around. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Hill kicks to George. Over in the corner, Ellis puts it up. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Knicks have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Launches it. And it's Freak missing. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Unloads from 9. Ellis can't get it to go.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Williams with the ball, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Anthony, the pass to Freak. No good. Hill with some nice D.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That one's on Anthony. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Anderson. Solomon Hill comes in for George. And it's C.J. Miles in for Ellis. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Miles dishes to Hill. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Anthony's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's Freak. Good, and Harris gets the assist. 19 points for Freak.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
42.
Over in the corner, Zeller. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Feeds it to Freak. From deep. Kept alive.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
The Pacers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And then C.J. Miles with the dunk.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one. A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Knicks.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And I don't think anybody saw a performance like this one coming tonight. What a big-time game for Freak. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Williams kicks to O'Quinn. Baseline J on the way. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Augustine with it. Passes to Freak. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Freak. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know that